So there are a lot of passages in my books that I could read from. And there's a lot of them in this other book that I wrote as a sequel to the boxing book, Hasten Down the Wind. And it's called The Further Adventures of Stanley Larson. Stanley's the character that I started that when I wrote Hasten Down the Wind, I started calling him that, so that's what I call him still. Anyway, there's a lot of passages, but I thought I'd pick one and share it with you. It's a short one, so this will be a short video. Page 158. One day followed another. Stanley's birthday in March came and went, as it always did. He knew, of course, one day it would pass by, and he wouldn't be alive. He would be passed on to heaven, if he kept his faith. Death wasn't an issue. It had ceased being an issue one gone past day he couldn't recall. He had stopped fearing death, perhaps as his faith in Christ grew, or perhaps when he'd been knocked out, or perhaps when he'd primal therapy, about his difficult birth with its visions of near-death experience, images and sensations. He knew he had feared death. He'd feared it in Vietnam on seaplane patrols, especially at night. But one day in the 1970s or 1980s, when he was boxing and he was beginning primal therapy, and solidifying his belief in salvation, it left him, mysteriously, the fear of death. Not that he wanted to die. He clung to life as all men and women do, mostly. But he didn't care when it would happen. He'd accomplished some things in life. He'd helped some people. He'd made a little difference. The natural alert system was functioning. He'd look twice around him in dark areas of this city or over his shoulder. If he heard a strange sound, a voice raised in intensity, which would mean danger, but that was reflex. I'm messing this up. I'm not going to continue. I'm just going to stop it here and try to post it. Bye.